Hello and welcome back to the show. So, now we have Exile5 versus Renegades. I believe there is a sub for JKS because his internet blew up. The sub is deoxiDE. So, Renegades lost 2 matches, which is unprecedented. They had a perfect record in Stage 2. Immunity had a perfect record in Stage 1. Now no one's perfect, Dan. We're all flawed.
So it should be.
Do they have a chance? Because at this point, I saw on HLTV they said, you know, before everything started today, there were 5 teams basically in the running to make it through. Who knows what's going to happen after this? I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know if Renegades' destiny is even in their hands anymore. Because if they win their match here and then win versus Immunity, they still have 2 losses, and there's a fair chance that another team will only have 1. So it's all to play for. I can't even imagine the statistical or theoretical possibilities as to who might go through. Yeah, and it's indeed worth handshaking. So, apparently JKS is might be back in time. They had the knife round. I don't know who won, but the pistol has been paused, so we might have a short delay before we go into the match. So we're gonna go into cash. And one thing I wanted to say during the previous cash match we just had was there was a point where I think Ricky was boosted on the boost spot, I suppose, for lack of a better word, and there were a few Immunity players towards A main. They were going for an A split, basically. Yeah, it was Ricky, and he threw a smoke. He threw a smoke.
He threw a smoke.
He threw a smoke towards Z connector. But also, like Vox Renegades now are a team.
It's not going well for you, James.
No, it's not.
Why you should just leave. Get out.
They're a team where SPUNJ in the boost spot is capable of throwing a smoke up onto short and leaving connector open, which is a different kind of split, I suppose. More of a flank than a split, but you know, it's an option where you can throw smokes. Why are you laughing at me? You're just enjoying my failure to speak English, aren't you?
Enjoying it with these people.
I have insomnia. I have insomnia, people. Okay, just forget. I'm giving up on that.
It's Counter-Strike induced insomnia.
I have insomnia because last day and a half, I did the European broad. I had meetings in the morning.
It is literally Counter-Strike induced, one way or another.
Yeah, I had meetings in the morning, then I did the European broadcast, then a North American broadcast, then the Oceanic broadcast.
Which I didn't do.
And then I could not sleep. I tried to sleep at 11 PM last night, and I was still awake past 4 AM. So yeah, I don't know. I need sleeping tablets. Although I seem to be immune to them. I need horse tranquilizer.
Or you need a break, James.
I need horse tranquilizer, Dan.
You need to be on a beach in Hawaii. Just
Well, I'm going to be in Milan for a few days next week. I won't see a beach though. All I see is nerds, Dan. Sweaty nerds at Milan Games Week. But maybe some regular sleep can be had. Who knows? Exile5 won the knife round. They will begin on the CT side, and JKS is back. Do direwolves even exist anymore? I don't know.
Well, after that one particular round, as I recall, on the cash, who knows, James, what could happen, what it could do to a team.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll tell you later. So, it's like pretty much just an A push here from Renegades, and so far, not looking too shabby, but they are down a man. However, they have created a bit of a hole in the site for them to push into, and Destiny's going to go in there. Here's the bomb getting planted. Oh no! Oh, that is a disaster.
That's awkward.
That is
awkward.
God.
You know how awkward that is, Dan? It's like when you're looking at a girl's profile on WhatsApp, and you try to click on her picture, Dan, but you call her by accident, and then she knows you've been creeping. It's awkward, Dan. It's awkward.
Have you done that?
No, but that's what a girl did to me. And then we started talking there.
Where's it going now, James?
I call her creeping. Well, she might end up being
my girlfriend.
She might end up being my girlfriend, yeah. Anyway, you know, that's the kind of situation, which we'll talk about very quickly, where you're trying to get your gun out as soon as possible after planting, and you don't actually plant. Just hold the mouse down. The gun comes out automatically.
It's an automated process.
Wouldn't that be a wonderful way to start a relationship? So, how did you two kick things off? Well, she was creeping on WhatsApp, and I said hello.
nothing wrong. Creeping is just that's the norm now.
But how rare is it to catch a girl creeping on a boy? It's very rare.
I don't know. What? Because they're so skilled at evasion.
I didn't even know girls creeped. But of course they must.
Of course they do. They must do more than dudes.
Well, Exile5 on the bye here have lost 2 players. Oh, AZR's just coming in and ripping heads at the moment. I don't even know, Dan. I mean, everyone's dead apart from Steve. These Tech 9s are absolutely savaging the CTs. And look at how many weapons Renegades have picked up. They've picked up 3 SMGs and the FAMAS. They lost 1 player.
Yeah, that's basically... That sucks. That's a lot of money that they don't have to spend on weapons, as well as the money that they would have had to buy anyway, and now money that they're going to get because they're going to kill people with SMGs, and money they're going to get because they should win this round pretty flawlessly because they're up against pistols. There's lots of money. That's a really big swing on the economy there for Renegades. So as long as they don't mess it up, they're going to be sitting pretty in the next few rounds.
So we've seen 2 types of Molotovs towards... I'm just getting geeky here. We've seen 2 types of Molotovs towards... That's a commercial fail. We'll talk about monies later. That is a massive fail, AZR. You should be ashamed of yourself. With a P90. Come on.
For shame. Oh dear. Alright, so at least he had the P90. It's not like it's good, James. They have armor. They don't have... Sorry, they don't have armor. It's fine. It's totally fine. I guess it's good for this, though. This might do some damage. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, with the last bullet. Alright, never mind.
Well,
all the things that I have
analyze that.
In the last minute, they are now for nothing.
Analyze that. Well, the Renegade's still in a relatively good... Actually, they're not in a good position because SPUNJ only has the pistol here. So despite bringing 4 SMGs into... well, 3 SMGs and a rifle into this round, only one of the 2 remaining players has a pistol. teddyt trying to suggest he's going for the... He's trying to bait them to peek, trying to bait them into a 1 versus 1, but now he can't win the round because it's too late to take these players down and defuse the bomb. But he tried to suggest he was running away to try and get them to chase so he could get a 1v1 with the P90. Didn't win it though, but he'll save that for another round. So, bit of a weird start so far. And I was going to say quickly that we've seen 2 types of Molotovs towards the boost spot from the CT side. That one, I would say, was the more consistent one that we saw, where you throw the Molotov towards the flat part of the roof, which spreads onto the boost, which is, you know, that will land every time and go off immediately, whereas the last one was so deep, it went basically to the ridge of the boost for the T's, where you actually jump on. And I would say that's going to be a hell of a lot more random, because when you throw it onto the boost itself, the Molotov can often glitch out and not do anything. So it's better to throw it onto the flat part of the roof for consistency.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot to be in if you're Renegades right now, because even though, like, it just goes to show how much damage was dealt for them in the last round, but it still doesn't affect them that massively, just because of how much they did on that second round, picking up all those weapons. So it's like it's going pretty well this time, so they will clean it up, only losing a single man, thanks to Yaman. And SPUNJ wants to pause. Why, James? Would he pause the carnage?
JK appears to have some internet issues today, so internet's not fantastic in their region.
He's got the lag.
He's got the lag. I had lag yesterday. We were playing. We had a caster stack. Was it me, you, Semler,
we were both lagging
Henry.
at the same time as well.
Really?
Yeah, happened at the same time.
I don't know, but that's because we have a VPN here, obviously, for DDoS protection. So sometimes
I just have terrible internet.
I think yeah, you're playing on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is never a good idea.
I don't tell people that because I'm afraid that they'll get mad at me for playing on Wi-Fi. Why would you do this?
It's all I have. Yeah. I think sometimes the VPN routing just goes nuts, and my ping goes from like 25 to 150. But I didn't realize that a simple reconnect just fixed it. So I think it was a routing problem. I thought maybe it would just be like a wider lag problem, but it was simply routing. So the reconnects helped. I think in 1.6 there was you could type retry to reconnect to a server. I don't think that works in this game. I think there is a reconnect command.
I don't think it does in this game.
But I don't think that really works either.
In Quake it's reconnect. But if it's Quake Worlds, then you can just proxy if you have bad routing. So you can find another server and you can proxy through that server to find an optimal route to the server that you're initially having issues with, as far as ping goes. But I don't understand why no games have proxying. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just so easy and makes everyone's internet better. Makes your pings better. Anyway, we're into the buy round here for Exile5. They've got a bunch of rifles. Now, Renegades, what kind of round are they going to go with? It looks like at the moment they're just playing a bit of a split and a pick, as we were seeing with F Society in the previous match. Cache. And here it is. We got Molotovs as well, so I would love to see them go into A main and just toss in the Molotovs. I want to see all the Molotovs being used. Or, equally, they could go for a delay mid-take into the vents and then try to, Molotov onto the bomb site. There's lots of ways to use them. They're so incredibly powerful at taking the bomb sites.
Quad smoke coming up.
Here we go. Getting some nades in now.
Taking chunks. That is not the best smoke into a main. Always good to practice your smoke from various positions that you might play on a site so they are consistent. Anyway, here comes the push from the Renegade side. And they will make it onto the site once that smoke on quad has gone. So you can see a difference from the previous match already that we mentioned. As they're trying to go for the two-man spray down, only finding the one. Ferg trying to hold on for his team here, but it's 2 versus 4. And SPUNJ appears to be AFK, or he really likes blue doors. Havoc doing what he needs to do to get the bomb down. Get out of here, SPUNJ. It's time to plant.
That's quite funny. Do what you gotta do. Sometimes, James, you gotta leave that guy behind.
I love you, mate.
Sometimes.
But I'm doing it for Stroya.
Sometimes, James, you gotta make sacrifices.
Sometimes you have to shoot SPUNJ in the head.
But it's quick, decisive action that wins battles, James. That saves lives. Whoa. So, do you remember, James, do you remember net splits back in the IRC days?
I do remember net splits, yes.
I think we're getting a net split in the game.
Yeah, so okay. there appears to be some colossal failure in the Oceanic region at the moment. both players, both teams' TeamSpeak died, which makes me think they're using the same provider. And I don't know, they're having some very strange things going on over there. Both the TeamSpeaks are dead for the teams, and
all the power's gone now.
SPUNJ is having issues. JKS is having issues. Is there a storm?
Maybe there's like an alien ship. Maybe they're getting invaded by aliens. They're going for Australia first. What?
Australia's being invaded by aliens, or the players being invaded by aliens?
Yeah, Australia. So the power's down, the internet's going down, all the TeamSpeaks are down. Oh, look at that's how the aliens get you. They first kill the communication, and then all the the
probes come out.
Information highway. The internet. They kill that as well. Then what you got left, James? It sends into chaos. Looting and pillaging for internets. Have you tried pillaging?
In Rise of Nations, actually, yes. I used to play Rise of Nations, and you could well, not pillage but plunder. You'd plunder cities,
and then they really become yours. Same word, more or less, same thing, pretty much. But would you? Let's say everything does go crazy. Would you just go out there into the wilderness, James, and then fend for yourself, or would you stay with the group and try to reconstruct? Some kind of order. What,
post-alien invasion?
Yeah.
Or I suppose. I don't know. I haven't thought about this.
Suppose which one?
I suppose I'll stay with the group.
I had to know which kind of guy you are, James, just in case.
Going out and being in isolation is probably not a good idea.
It's probably a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
Let me go be abducted. But
and then probed.
Well, probing is they don't necessarily do that.
You have to assume they do that. Worst case scenario. They're going to kidnap and then they're going to probe. Yeah, I think we should just leave that there. So maybe we go to a break while the entire Oceanic region solves their problems and hopefully fends off the aliens. Maybe they're having a bit of an Independence Day situation over there. We don't know. We can only speculate here at FACEIT TV. So I guess we'll go to break. See you in a few minutes.
this out. Check this out.
What's up, baby girls? JWP? What the hell is going on? JKS is unable to continue the match, so deoxiDE is coming in for a sub. I believe their team speaks are back, and other things. The aliens have left with JKS.
But who's to say they're not just alien replacements to trick us all, and then they're, they're just sleepers, James. Eventually.
Have you seen that film with Scarlett Johansson where she's an alien? She's an alien with like some kind of Scarlett Johansson, like inside Scarlett Johansson, basically.
What?
Yeah, it's like it was a Scottish film. It's really, really weird.
Is it old?
No, it's new. It's like one of those budget films she went to do for some reason. Anyway.
As long as it's not that really horrendous film that she did recently, where it's like, what if the brain, you could use all of your brain, and
no.
that is so ridiculous and completely factually inaccurate, and I wanted to hurt myself when I was watching that.
No.
But I watched it because she was hot.
Well, she spends a lot of time naked in this, walking backwards into a pool of water.
Nice. Tell me more.
And at the end of it, she's on fire.
Oh yes.
So I kind of spoiled it. So yeah. Anyway, it's a bit. The end of it is a bit.
That's such a good twist, man. She's walking in water and then she's on fire. Right? What a twist. What a twist.
Towards the end of it, it gets a bit dark, and I don't want to talk about it on stream.
This sounds fantastic.
It's a very weird film, and I didn't really enjoy it. It got rave reviews from some people in the UK because it was so different, but I don't know. It's a very bizarre film.
Okay, well, we can get back into the game now, I guess, and we can explore this later. We apologise, good friends of Australia and other places in the Oceanic region, such as New Zealand. That's one.
That is one. Well done. So you can see deoxiDE there in for the T side. So far, so good for Renegades. We're going to have the buy coming up for Exile5 now. Steve with the AWP, gazR also with the AWP. Expect one to go towards B with a solo play, and that looks like it's going to be gazR. And they're going to start with the 1-3-1 setup. Again, they've got the Molotovs, the deterrents. Not to be confused with detergents.
I use those on my clothes.
I respect that. I respect your detergent swag.
Okay, so double AWP is in play here for Exile5. Now let's see how they're going to be able to use this, considering the fact that the Renegades are playing very, very passively. And they got all the Molotovs and the grenades as well. So, I mean, of course, the best thing to do for them to do would be to actually go for an execute. Like, just execute onto A, for example. They'll get the bomb down. They'll be able to subvert the AWP plays initially, at least. Circumvent them. Get around them. Make them less efficient. That's what you want. But that said, Exile5 do with 3 players on A at the moment. Interesting stuff. And Renegades are moving towards A at the moment, so looks like they could be going for that play in, and indeed they are walking in with the grenades. But there's 3 players there for Exile5 behind the bomb site. But you can see the Molotovs, they are pushing the players around. They can't get good engagements. They are stumbling into each other, but still finding the frags somehow. But in comes more players from Renegades, and the frags will be theirs. The frags will be theirs.
gazR on the car with the AWP. Looks like he's repositioning to short. Bomb goes down, and deoxiDE will shoot him in the face. AWP picked up as well. So far so good for the Renegade side. Exile5 have an opportunity to buy again. Money a bit short on Steve and gazR, and gazR will opt for the P90. So let's see what the play is from Renegades. Can they break Exile5 in this round? 5 Molotovs on the Renegade side, so now we're seeing some proper Molotov play coming your way. Destiny taking some early damage. Let's see, Renegades just looking for any initial aggression from Exile5. In that previous round, you did see SPUNJ standing on the van as he is doing once again, just looking towards the white cube area, also the boost.
Well, bit of an A-main push there coming in from Exile5, and maybe I think AZR wanted to get an angle to actually catch the player who, I think it's teddyt actually, who was an A-main if he was to fall back. But it was actually a really timely incendiary from the CTs to prevent that from happening. So kind of well played from them. But that says Exile5 will set up camp in A-main. They've got the kettle on as well, sitting in there having a conversation around the fire.
Did you see AZR's position? He was trying to pre-fire a boost spot through the top of the door. That was nice. It shows how well drilled the Renegade side are, which is why we expect them to perform better than they have been doing as of late, because they put the time into this game. But there we go. The P90 is absolutely wrecking Renegades at the moment. Just being exploited while they wait for to execute. They only have 2 players left to the 3 of Exile5. Destiny holding down the A bomb site now, allowing his teammates to rotate as well. deoxiDE flash, deoxiDE alone, deoxiDE being shot through the smoke. Running through now. Oh, he can't get a single frag, unfortunately. Could have been 2 there if he found the headshots, but wasn't to be. Exile5 survived the test.
Interesting situation here, because there's still quite a lot of cash on Renegades, so they can basically reset Exile5. So it's kind of a good round to kind of lose in that sense, and especially if you consider that there's still a P90 out there. They don't have all the nades. They've got most nades, but not all the nades, max nades. And a fast round here from Renegades, and this would be perfect because we're seeing a bit of a passive setup from Exile5 in which they don't actually have many players towards A on the fast rotation. So if they go fast in for this, then they're gonna have a nice time. But that said, nades are slowing them down. There's the first frag though from deoxiDE. In goes gazR for the peak with the P90. Yeah, there's a quick switch on the targets. That's going to be excellent there for Exile5. Just 3 players left here now for Renegades. Now 2, but for the CTs as well, their numbers are dwindling, but that bomb needs to be planted, and it's looking good. Just deoxiDE now. Here it goes, Steve. Looking for the angle there around quad. And on the side as well, deoxiDE on 11 HP is going to go straight into the AWP, and that's going to be that. So the round is going to be successful for Exile5, but it was costly, and there is still money for Renegades. How do they have so much money? They are rich. How are they so rich?
Who the hell knows, Dan? So, gazR got great utility out of that P90 in that round. Again, the flash just perfectly timed flash. The flash made all the difference as Renegades were pushing onto the sites. And Renegades are having more difficulty. You can see SPUNJ lagging once again. And he has left the building. So this might be a difficult match for Renegades. At least they have the lead for now, but I do wonder what will become of them by the end of this if they continue to have trouble. You know, SPUNJ having difficulties, JKS unable to play the match. Again, this is not what they need at the moment. You know, having lost 2 matches already, they must win this. There's only one more play day in Oceania, which is tomorrow, so there is they don't have any room for error anymore.
Yeah, well, lag sucks, man. I experience this every day. This is my life every day.
But hopefully it'll be better soon. Hopefully the gaming room will be back, because we things moving fast at FACEIT here, and the developers have pilfered all but one of the gaming machines, which was borrowed by an admin, which is one I make videos on, and is now dead. Doesn't work anymore. So I brought my own PC in for now, but we should have a full gaming room next week, which means that Danzo
What?
can play.
What is that?
And stream from the
Danzo.
office. I don't know.
Sounds stupid. You make me sound stupid, James.
I guess that Danzo's not going to work then, is it?
No.
Hey Danzo, how you doing, Danzo? Where's all your hair stuff today?
What hair stuff?
I don't know. Don't you have hair stuff?
There's stuff in my hair.
Is there?
Well, I put something in there.
Or you just sprayed it or something?
Something, yeah.
Did you spray it with hair stuff? Do you gel it with hair stuff, or do you spray it with hair stuff?
Depends.
Depends on what? I mean, what's the norm?
Emotions.
Oh my god, I can't deal with this.
Depends on how
I
you
can't
feel,
deal
James.
with this guy.
Some days, spray day. Some days are, you know,
Look at you, the
for
choices.
gels.
My hair is not so handsome. I just have to shave it.
Or
I go prison style. Not that I've been in prison. I haven't. Just to be clear. I've never been in prison, Dan.
One day I'll make a video, I guess, about the hair.
Sometimes you have to declare these things.
The hair video is coming. Stammy has better hair than me by like 10-fold. 5-fold and then 10-fold on that.
Sturmy is a beautiful man. AZR has gone down towards the squeaky door area. So far, so good for Exile5. Looking strong on the CT side despite the score. But again, they need to catch up with some consistency in these rounds. But a great start for them. 2 Renegades players down. Again, gazR, he's enjoying the P90, and I like the fact that he's still rocking it. You know, it's worked out so well for him at the moment that just why the hell not? It is wrecking Renegades. They can't deal with it. SPUNJ goes down in isolation towards mid, getting picked off 1 by 1 now out of Renegades.
Okay, I'm also into the envious box. Should be a free kill. It's not. It's not free enough. Oh dear. 4-6. Now on the money, the stores, they are pretty much depleted for Renegades. So they're going to have to go for a bit of a pistol eco. Maybe one day I should just come in here without doing anything to my hair. Just however it is out of the shower. Just leave it like that.
I have no comment because I have no idea what that would look like.
Alright. Very different to this. So, Renegades with 3 flashes. There's a lot you can do with this. With a few pop flashes, you can get around a lot of corners, but we've got a bit of squeaky door push coming in for Exile5 as well. So they're going to be able to be fast on the flank, as you can see them sprinting with gazR and that P90. I don't think Renegades are going to win this round, James.
Oh no. Surprise! gazR's come to the party again. gazR's that guy who double dips with a piece of bread, bite a piece off Dan, then go back in again and leave his saliva everywhere. He's that guy with that P90.
I hate other people's saliva, James.
A lot of damage though has been done to the Exile5 team. They've only got Steve and Ferg left, so this is doable. AZR is carrying the bomb, and you've seen that Exile5 have split up. AZR only needs to win 1 duel here. Oh, he's gonna look the wrong way. Too many angles, and he's gonna get shot in the head. So there we go. Renegades, their lead has been closed to 1. Back on the buy now, but this time it must work. Yam goes AWP. Got the armor as well, always good to see.
So, I wonder if we'll see more executes out of Renegades because... Never mind! Nice timing pick there from Yaman. But I was just thinking, like, they always used to be very good at those fast plays. So I feel like it does play to their strengths. That said, they don't have JKS, but I don't think it makes that big of a difference. But 2 good picks. All they have to do now is just move together onto a bomb site. This, of course, would be the worst option for them. Of course, they don't know that. I hope that they do their due diligence on the push and check every spot thoroughly, but looks like they are going to go towards B, and that is fantastic considering that there is no one there. There's nobody home, the lights are on, but there's no one in. The stove's been left on. Oh no. Oh dear, that awkward moment when your mate throws a Molotov and then you immediately smoke.
Nice. Well, Exile5 are they going to go for the retake here? You can see the money is a bit ropey on the CTs. Again, they need the early engagement. That should just put an immediate stop to it. Oh, Yam being wallbanged. Well, he's going to escape. And there we go, the wipeouts. Renegades back to winning ways. 7 rounds on the T side, quite good so far. Exile5 finally get broken once more. Renegades have a good chance. 10-5 possible now.
The money is really weird because, like, Steve could just buy FAMAS for everybody, basically. He had $11,000 somehow. If I was in his position, I would just buy an AWP or something because you've got such a disparity of money.
Yeah.
Like even if he had like 6 or 7K, I would still probably just buy an AWP because you at least just get the damage in there, the pressure in there. It doesn't affect your buy as a team as a whole, so it's something that's quite fun to do.
That is a razor sharp shot there. We
used to see on the T side some teams doing this, and it can be really effective if you have like a bunch of players with some Tech 9s and a guy who's really good with an AWP, who's kind of in the back lines coming in, or even trying to entry with the AWP for the Tech 9 guys to flood in. Can actually be quite powerful on the T side as well.
So 2 plays left on this anti-eco. destyNE in a position to flank, but the bomb is nowhere near him. Indeed, there is a letter towards mid looking for teddyt, who has now been found. So destyNE, can he find himself any frags? As they're looking in the right direction, finishes him off with the pistol. 2 rounds left. Let's look at the money for Exile5. And straight to the AWP will Stevo go. Will he drop for destyNE though? He should, otherwise destyNE has no nades. Drop for destyNE. There we go. Good stuff. gazR going for the P90 again, as aforementioned. See if he can get any more rounds in for his team. This is a must-win for Exile5, otherwise we're looking at a 10-5. Not Exile5.
So in the previous rounds against the buy of Exile5, as Yaman was able to create the holes in the defense, and maybe another one to be made. Oh my god, he's going to get absolutely destroyed by destyNE there. That's a pretty important kill, and now Renegades need to do something as a team. They've got to try to take some control. As a team, delayed mid-play can work quite well in a spot like this, or just executing into a bomb site, or trying to get a couple players into the vent room. And considering they have Molotovs, you can then Molotov headshot, Molotov the bomb site. 2 Molotovs is all you really need for that kind of a play. But looks like they'll choose to go for the Molotov play into the A bomb site. But this is the right call to go for, just to pick something together basically. And they just have to get the kills. You can see that SPUNJ has some space to work with, moves in as the pressure comes in from mid as well from AZR. So nice pinch being set up here by Renegades with the 4 players that they had left. But that said, if you're going to get sprayed down by destyNE, you're not going to have a good time. But we get some good trades coming in here, and we're left with a one-on-one. And there's only 25 seconds left for Luke to play with. For Havoc, sorry, to play with.
Yeah, I was doing it yesterday as well. So the plant should come in here. He did see ferg. Ferg, though, is coming around the back. Straight in the face. Exile5 will win an important round for them, moving to 6. Again, this is a less than ideal half for the CT side. Renegades have a strong showing on their T side. Let's look at the T money now. The money hasn't been fantastic for either team, but they've got more than enough to go for a full buy here, so the pressure will be maximum onto Exile5. gazR continuing with the P90, having a lot of fun there, 12 for 13 at the moment. Let's see if he can bring any more bedlam, anarchy, destruction in this final round of the first half. So yeah, going to just be holding an angle. No fast push on this occasion. Doesn't have the NWP, but he has the angles through the smoke. Down goes Destiny. That has to be very frustrating indeed. teddyt holding down A in the meantime, but the rest of the Renegades players are headed towards B.
Indeed they are.
Invisible smoke here, by the way. Don't worry, gazR's not, Ferg's not staring at them. Just a go TV bug.
And goes Renegades though. Kill from deoxiDE, but they still need to get through the choke points. This is pretty awkward now. Exile5 look like they're just going to win this round at this stage. Renegades having so much trouble just getting through, and Steve on the angle just has to hit this first shot, and it's pretty much game over. Oh, he sees the barrel. Oh, he misses the shot. Oh no, this is disastrous. He'll get the flick though in the end, and that's going to be fine. So that's all okay. 7-8. I think Renegades were in a position where they could have got a lot more out of this, but it's also you know, strange, because if you look at the way the game is going over in Europe, for example, you would normally see you know, a lot more T rounds, basically on average now. So you would expect maybe like a 9-6. Something like that would be like a decent half. Like getting 6 rounds of CT is actually like quite good. So it's Oceania. Things a little bit different. So I won't take the knowledge of Europe for granted. And we will have the push from Exile5 going towards A. But there are 3 players here for Renegades.
So the position of the bomb suggests that they are completely committed to the A push here. 2 players in Squeaky. Ferg with the smoke, looking to throw it towards Carta, it seems, off the tarpaulin. 4 players again for both sides with Kevlar. SPUNJ will be the defuse man. So quite often we're seeing the CTs play a retake on A, but Renegades are not looking to give it up at all. 2 people deep onto the site, NBK and Quad respectively. So how long will Exile5 wait? There we go, AZR starting the tap dancing onto the faces of the T side. Yam coming in with 2 as well, and this looks like a fast shutdown of Exile5. Only Destiny remains versus 3. Knife attempt coming in. Oh, just close, but not quite getting there. And now Destiny with 2 HP. He's in a situation where he could actually try and clutch it for his team. Burst fire coming in to take down SPUNJ. Going to go for a fake here as deoxiDE rotates. You'll hear the sound of Destiny. But again, Destiny with only 2 HP. Almost clutches it. A bit of a risky knife attempt there, considering his teammates weren't in position to trade from Yam.
I thought he was going to fake just going back there, but then maybe he like realized that he couldn't do that, or didn't have enough time to do it, or what, I don't know. But crazy little movement at the end. Now Renegades have a good start. Didn't they win the pistol on the first half as well?
They did not.
Okay.
It was Exile5.
They got the reset, right? They got the reset. So they lost the anti-eco, the anti-force spy did Exile5. So now it's their time to win the force spy. And looks like the envious box will be serving SPUNJ quite well over there in the vent room. And this push has been all but halted. We'll see a little bit of messing around here, but it should not really be possible for them to break in now that there's so much attention from the CTs. You can see the 3 players there. They've got the nades in as well. teddyt is pretty low. The Rangers don't really act too well for the pistols here. And the spray comes in from deoxiDE, so it's all over.
Nice. 3-round lead for Renegades now. And the buy on the next round is going to be crucial for Exile5, because should they lose that, then you will have to start to get very worried for them. And I do wonder how a victory from Renegades in that round will impact things going into tomorrow. But first we will stay with today. So let's see if SPUNJ is going to push. He's walking straight through the smoke in T main actually, and his teammates are starting to close the net already. SPUNJ with 2 back to the MP, now looking for a third. AZR coming in as well. I am making so much cash here. The P2000 to finish things off. Do wonder, I think the P2000 will be used by a minority of people at the moment, because obviously there's a lot of situations beyond the pistol round where if you have a USPS, that's going to make the difference between maybe getting 1 kill or 2 if you have stealth on your side.
I prefer the USP so much more. It's just so much accurate. So much more accurate. I really like that. Love the accuracy. I like to hit stuff that I aim at.
That's being a quick person, I can understand.
Yes, indeed.
I used to do archery, actually. Just so you know.
Why did you stop?
I don't know, I used to do a lot of stuff. I couldn't possibly keep it all up.
Did you ever shoot a man with an arrow?
No,
So
but I was once kidnapped by 2 girls.
You're ready for this
in the middle of an archery session.
You kidnapped. Alright, well, either way, the push into the A site has been a troublesome affair for Exile5. Despite picking up a player, they are going to lose one of their own, as we see. They got quite damaged by that push. But that said, so did Renegades here, and good response from Renegades, kind of very good cognizance of where the teams are actually moving. But Steve will open up middle once again. So 3 versus 3, and this is looking kind of hard actually for Renegades, because they don't know whether it's going to be A or whether it's going to be B. It's quite risky to try to get the information, so they're not going to go for that information play. Instead, they're going to try to gamble towards the likelihood of it being a B. But as we can see, Exile5 are moving up middle, looking for the play up short as well, and there is only one single player there to deal with it in AZR. He's going to need to do quite a lot of damage here because his teammates are so far away.
Yeah, there's one. He's looking for the second one. Found the bomb as well. That's going to be the rotation for his team. Steve won't know where their final 2 players are, though, so a bit of clearance will have to be done before the plant comes down. Only 5 seconds left, though, so he has to get the plant down fast, and indeed he will. 2 Renegades players separated. Question is, how do they make it to the site and try and ensure the trade situation? One has been spotted. Steve wondering where the second one is. That's deoxiDE. Gets taken down now. He knows where SPUNJ is. SPUNJ has the health advantage, and he will just about find the angle, surviving with 50 HP, more or less. An expensive round for Renegades, but they will indeed win the buy round, 12-7. Exile5 have the plant though. Let's see what their money's looking like for this round. Indeed, they can go for the buy once more. Keep up that pressure, and again, Renegades only surviving with 1 player gives Exile5 opportunity.
Yeah, indeed. A lot of opportunity here. You know, we have both teams without much money, so if Renegades win this round and force Exile5 to eco, it's very likely that Renegades should be able to win the match from that point out. It's very, very likely indeed. Yaman there with the AWP and B storage could cause a lot of issues here, and indeed he will. He'll actually get the wallbang frag onto teddyt. Entry approach here from gazR. He's going to pick it up. SPUNJ will fall. Didn't take that much damage from that, but Havoc's going to come straight back in from vent and take him down. And now with that 4 versus 3 advantage, Havoc can really consider just giving up vent right now. He can try to give that up in favor of just passive positioning that's more safe, but he's going to stay in there, interestingly, and teammates will be peeking, so he might have the opportunity to go out now and backstab, and indeed he's going to go exactly for that play, and they don't know which way to look. They are players from all sides attacking them, and Renegades will win the round in a crushing manner with 4 players left alive. And with the eco now for Exile5, where they can only buy a few pistols, this could get really bad for Exile5 now, unless they have like some Tech 9 execute. That's going to be good in this round, I think.
The big problem for Exile5 in that last round was that despite getting the plant, only one of their players really had grenades, which means that they couldn't really go for a slow execute, which is why they were going for the pick play, which didn't work out for them. So maybe a fast play onto a site with a smoke and a flash could have worked out better for them. We may never know. As you can see, they're on the eco now, trying to close the distance, but the bomb is headed towards the A site, again where there are 2 players in the same formation as the pistol round, Quad and NBK, although they will have the stronger guns versus the pistols of Exile5, getting cut down 1 by 1 now. Dying in isolation. teddyt and Steve left. Oh, they've got 2 frags though. The bomb is down still on the A site, and now teddyt is alone. Trying to get through the choke points. Trying to catch a frag onto Yam while he throws the nade, but he'll finish him off with the AWP. So, Renegades now double the score, 2 rounds away from victory.
Yeah, that's pretty good for them, to be honest. Not really much Exile5 to get done in that round, and it all started with Yam getting that pick in B storage. Will Yam continue to go to B storage? It looks like he will. And we haven't seen much in the way of pushing from Renegades on either A main or B storage. Should be quite cool to see if they would mix that in, especially at this point. Oh yeah, there we go. But Unfortunately, there's nobody here. I love that as well, just like a little bit of bunny hopping there to improve his timing. And so that can be incredibly powerful. And he's going to also spot the information, so Renegades know what's going on. He's going to make the call to his team. Push is going to come in. As is up close by the boxes. Oh, he doesn't get the frag. It's going to be Steve there with the no-scope. And now it's going to be 3 players on the rotation for Renegades trying to save this round. And, oh, great shot there from Yaman, but there's still much more work to be done.
Man, disadvantage. Still a lurker. Oh, there's a lurker from Squeaky who's going to flank these remaining CTs in A main. They're going to get taken down from the back. AZR takes down Yaman, leaving only Havoc. He tries to push through A main to get a 1 versus 1 on the site, which is a more important one, but teddyt ready and willing to take him down. And now you can see the money is difficult for Renegades. 2 of their players with $1,500. They could potentially drop for them. Let's see what they decide to do here. They're going to go for an economical buy, it seems. They just spread a bit of money around, but with a 6-round advantage, not going to go crazy. They're going to use that and play safe because, again, they cannot afford to lose any more matches.
Okay, well, the Deagle on SPUNJ double scout as well. Looking to do some damage here, but Exile5 go for the mid take. And so far, so good. Good map control. They have a frag as well. They can start trying to move into more positions so they can start coordinating into the bomb sites together. Always want to attack together, but I was just going to take down Steve, and they got to be careful that this doesn't really get all that much worse. They are going to be going in from the back there, moving in through connector, but here comes Havoc as well. He'll get the shot onto gazR. This is turning into a bit of a disaster now. Oh my god, Renegades have got 3 players against 1. Ferg needs to clutch this now, and he's stuck on the bomb site.
I was going to say double scout retake is not going to be ideal. Yams picks up an AK though, and that will do the job. Headshot straight to Ferg, and Renegades win the economical buy with next to no armor, save for Yam. Nicely done. Match point to Renegades now. Exile5 with a 7-round deficit still. Going to have to force it up, of course. gazR, of course, on the P90, which is he's been fond of, but hasn't been enough so far.
Yeah, and they've got a couple of AKs that they saved as well, which is always nice, to be honest. As the CTs, I love me an AK on the CT side. Imagine if you could silence the silencer on the AK.
Do they go for a fast play here? Because they've got 2 P90s and 1 smoke and 2 or 3 flashes. So their utility is extremely limited. Try to go for a fast play through mid, and there's the bomb as well. That is a bit of a suicide mission by Ferg, and this is all falling apart. Maybe Exile5 have already given up here because things are just not working out for them. I don't know. I mean, I really feel like, again, this is another situation where they've had next to no grenades and they needed to go for a fast play towards the site, get the numbers in, they get the trades going towards A or towards B. But I mean, that round was, it seemed clear to me that they'd just given up on life at that point. The way they just went through. Well, it made no sense. One person runs into mid on his own, he dies. Let me just run through the smoke with the bomb net. Maybe this will work. No. So, you know, a bit more discipline required from Exile5 there. And again, with limited stuff they had, push aside, maybe. But there we go. So
Chiefs and Animal Squad will be next. Animal Squad have been pretty interesting to watch. And I think the first time I saw them was actually on Cash as well. So we don't know which map it's going to be just yet. The teams will be deciding soon, I suppose. But I'm kind of hoping that we'll see a Cash again, because I want to see Raz. We actually did POV on him.
Danzo Capadia. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. See you after the break, ladies and gents, with the final match for the second last evening of Oceania.